मुझे फर्क नहीं पड़ता कि जमाना क्या कहता है, मुझे तो ये पता है कि कान्हा मुझे अपना कहता है।
मुझे नहीं फर्क पड़ता कि जमाना,
मुझे फर्क नहीं पड़ता।
In India, where gurus and orators captivate the audiences by their wisdom and devotion, a very young figure has emerged, gaining admiration as well as criticism. Abhinav Arora.
Abhinav Arora.
Abhinav Arora.
Abhinav Arora. This 10-year-old spiritual orator who has become a viral sensation, who's also known as Bal Sant Baba. It's not just his precocious devotion and the discourses that earned him the nickname, but also for the recent controversies that he has been involved in, which has landed him under the social media spotlight. You will obviously recognize him for the "मुझे फर्क नहीं पड़ता" meme.
मुझे फर्क नहीं पड़ता,
मुझे नहीं फर्क पड़ता,
मुझे फर्क नहीं पड़ता,
मुझे फर्क नहीं पड़ता,
मुझे फर्क नहीं पड़ता।
Of a kid dancing dressed as Lord Hanuman.
मस्ती में अब रहता हूँ, सीताराम मैं कहता हूँ।
Which recently went viral on social media, especially on Instagram. Welcome to the Bharat Perspective, and today we will talk about the recent trend of parents using their kids as spiritual gurus in the virtual world for social media fame. At his age, when kids should focus more on drinking milk and playing with his mates, Abhinav Arora has been given the difficult task of playing the fool on the internet to milk views, when his attention should be focused on his education and science and maths. Abhinav is more concerned with engagement farming on Instagram.
महादेव की कृपा देखी और होने लगी तेज बारिश। जय हो तीर्थराज प्रयागराज में, यहाँ पर हनुमान जी के देते हुए दर्शन होते हैं। सीताराम 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 कहिए, जाहि विधि राखे राम, ताहि विधि रहिए।
You know, usually it's the father who feeds the child, but in this case, it is the child that is feeding his entire family. And now, after 20 years, finally, we have a real life demonstration of wordsmith's famous words. The child is the father of the man. Recently, at an event, Abhinav was spotted dancing at a religious event in the presence of famous Hindu spiritual guru Swami Ram Bhadracharya. And the video went mega viral.
राजा रामचंद्र भगवान की।
आप पर नीचे जाओ, इनको करो नीचे, पर इनको मर्यादा है मेरी।
The Swami's displeasure was evident during a press interaction later on, where he was asked about children preaching like saints, and he voiced his discontent saying, "Ye durbhagya hai." The spiritual leader called Abhinav a foolish boy and further said,
इतना मूर्ख लड़का है वो कहता है कि कृष्ण उसके साथ पढ़ता, शिष्टता से उसको बोलने का मायना नहीं, भगवान के उसके साथ पढ़ेंगे। मैंने तो वृंदावन में उसको बहुत डांटा था।
And guess what? Rather than feeling embarrassed, Abhinav was used again to issue a clarification. And just about today, Abhinav filed cases against YouTubers for allegedly trolling him. And his lawyer also demanded a FIR against YouTubers. But now the question arises that why does a devotee care about YouTube videos or what the world says about him? Does he want fame? India is a country of 1.4 billion people, and expecting everyone to have the same opinion on a particular issue is unrealistic, to put it mildly. Yet, here we are. It just goes on to show that Abhinav Arora is an Instagram influencer and not a spiritual orator. Abhinav is just 10 years old. At 10, kids should be playing, going to school, making friends and watching cartoons, not being desperate on the internet for attention. And you know what? Abhinav doesn't have friends.
तू आज कोई स्कूल नहीं गया, आज कोई स्कूल नहीं गया।
And the worst part is that he does not want any either. He doesn't care for toys or smartphones. Television is just a distraction according to him. And it is very sad to say his childhood is buried. By whom, you ask? Obviously, a 10-year-old cannot make decisions for himself. It is his parents who are calling the shots. His parents wanted him to portray a carefully crafted construct designed to appeal to the religious. People mock him by saying, "Bro cracked the algorithm of India." Beta, Have you done your homework? Should parents be subjecting their child to such torrents of negativity on the internet? While the clips of his pilgrimages to Vrindavan have as many as 30,000 likes, priests at Krishna's birthplace claim that they have never heard him preach. What does this child know? How can this 10-year-old understand the Bhagavad Gita, its grammar and its principles? Where has he studied from? Who is his guru? One priest at the Banke Bihari temple in Vrindavan said. Abhinav Arora in multiple interviews was seen repeating the same answers word by word.
विद्यालय में पूरा दिन मेरा अच्छा जाता है, विद्यालय में मेरा पूरा दिन उत्तम जाता है, विद्यालय में हर दिन अच्छे से अच्छा जाता है, विद्यालय में मेरा पूरा दिन उत्तम जाता है.
And his mother or father would take over whenever they think it was necessary. Recently, when a news channel asked him questions, he failed to answer absolutely basic questions. It just shows how Abhinav is just a Katputli of this show, and the whole drama is being orchestrated by his parents. To whitewash the crime his parents are doing, they even go on to the extent of arranging stacked interviews. Even singer B. Prag recently expressed his disgust with the whole Abhinav Arora saga. He said that when I met Abhinav Arora, I realized that his parents are forcing him to do this fraud. I told Abhinav's parents to send him to school or to Gurukul. Abhinav Arora's parents have deciphered the matrix of Indian society. The gullible are easily swayed by the treachery when it's cloaked in emotion and divinity. People will submit to your will if you cleverly wield the divine to exploit emotional fools. And the business acumen of Abhinav Arora's parents have inspired them to use the same trick. There are several videos that show that Abhinav loved chicken, invested time in playing games on phones. But everything was snatched in order to modify Abhinav as a product that can be sold in the virtual market.
मेरी मम्मी के नहाने पर झाड़ू लगाती है, पोछा लगाती है, खाना बनाती है गरम गरम. खुद नॉनवेज नहीं खाती लेकिन मेरे लिए चिकन बनाती है. खुद नॉनवेज नहीं खाती लेकिन मेरे लिए चिकन बनाती है.
But the sadder part is that his success, I mean the likes and shares on Abhinav's reels, is making many parents to do this experiment with their kids too. Where does this end? How can this be stopped? Unfortunately, it looks like things will get a lot worse before they get better. This was all about this video. I am going to see you in the next video. Thank you for your time.